Welcome to the video, and today we are going to be talking about pie, and obviously you know that from the title and the thumbnail, and I don't mean the pie that we eat, though I do love a steak and ale pie. Now of course today we're going to be talking about the Pi network, but what is it, why do you care, why should you care, why do I care? Very, very good questions, which I'll try and explain in some sort of way. But first of all, what is it? You might have twigged that it's actually a cryptocurrency. Yes, it is, another one. But this has actually been around since, well, in fact, Pi Day of 2019, so if you're American, it's the 3rd of March, because they do the months the wrong way round, because they're wrong.
Don't start.
So the 3rd month and the 14th. So the 14th of March 2019 was the inception day, or this launch day of Pi Network. Apparently the creators were like, we want to have a more accessible currency or way of distributing crypto than the current means of mining, because if you've ever tried to mine crypto, it actually requires quite a lot of computing power to do so now, and it only gets more difficult. That's kind of the point. So if you're trying to mine Ethereum, Bitcoin, obviously I've just used those two as the biggest ones, then obviously it's much more difficult than it used to be back in the day. So the creators, the inventors, the lords of Pi decided that they wanted a much more accessible way for everyone to be able to not just use Pi, this sounds really weird, I'm gonna have to have a Pi count in the corner, but equally be able to mine Pi in a better way. And their main aim was distribution, and by distribution I mean they wanted as many people as physically possible to be using this. So how do you mine Pi, and why should you care? Well, I can get the first part, that's very easy. You just download the Pi Network app, go through the multitude of steps you still have, and I'm going to say this because I never feel that many crypto apps make these things very seamless from a user experience point of view. It's like made by tech people, and they don't really consider that not everyone is a fucking tech person. So it's not straightforward if you're not used to these sorts of things. If you're used to crypto apps, then go forth, create, do whatever, it's fine. And this should be available in all parts of the world. I had a comment asking about platforms available in India, and I'm pretty sure the Pi network is available in India for you to download and utilize. But how do you mine it is quite simple. Like I said, download this app, go through these steps, and every day just click a button that says mine Pi on your phone. And it only uses the power of your phone to be able to mine Pi. Simple, right? Couldn't be more straightforward. Kinda. And of course, they don't want to distribute as many as physically possible, so they have gone through halvings as well. So what that means is that at the beginning, before they had 1 million users, they have a lot more than that now. Before they had that, it was a certain number of Pi you could mine per day, and then after that number of users, it halved even more, and then after another number of users, it halved again. So it makes it more difficult to mine more, so it doesn't flood the market. Does that make sense? That's kind of how crypto works. They want to encourage more people to be doing it, but at the same time, they want to make it more difficult to do it as more people join. You're with me, that's Crypto 101. But there is a caveat. The more people you invite to your Pi network, your own, because you have an own individual network that you can set up as trusted Pi people. So I will have my little Pi code in the description, and the more people I add, and the more that you add me, we have a bigger circle of Pis together. My God, this sounds fucking weird. But we have a trusted circle together, and that means that collectively we can mine more Pi together. So this sounds very much like a pyramid scheme. I mean, most of crypto sounds like a pyramid scheme, I'm not gonna lie. But apparently it's not, it's multi-level marketing, because obviously they're trying to get as many people to use this as possible, so distribution, like I said, is key. They're trying to get as many people as physically possible on the Pi network, because they want everyone to be able to use it. And in fact, it's not even on the mainnet, we're still in test from 2019, because again, distribution is key. They want as many people in the Pi network as possible. So you can't actually even work out how valuable this all is. So we all invite each other, right? So you use my code, I all add you, we all have this big circle of Pi people together. We're then mining exponential amounts of Pi per day. We've got a massive pot of Pi, but we still don't know really what it's worth because it's still on the test net for one. They haven't put it onto the mainnet. It's not launched as in we can't buy or sell it, no one can, so we're accumulating it, but we don't really know for what or for how much. There have been many talks recently. I mean, the founder of Binance came out and was like, oh look, we're talking about Pi. And that obviously created a bigger buzz, so there are more videos on it, hence the reasoning I'm doing it. It all comes back around. But normally I can give you some sense of how worth it is to do. Like, should you be able to do this? A lot of the things I think, no, they're not really worth doing because you just don't earn anything back and it's not really worth it. I mean, most of them are very low effort at the same time. Like, this is very, very low effort. Does it take you much to do? Install an app and press a button every day. That's literally all you have to do. The effort is very much a zero sum. It's like nothing there. But I can't actually articulate what that potential gain could be. We have no idea. So like most people, all I can say is maybe try it, maybe do it, and we create a big circle of pie people and to get pie. I'm really hungry now for pie, I'm not gonna lie.
Hi.
And if you look up many different videos on Pi, it will give you network updates, you know, all of the different things that people are talking about, the news, all of these sorts of things. So there's a lot of buzz. But is there any kind of substance to that buzz? No idea. Everyone always talks, whenever someone creates a new cryptocurrency, it's the next Bitcoin, it's the next currency that's the most accessible for everyone to use, it's the currency of the world, it's all of this sort of stuff. But at the same time, is it? Is it? And I'm a big fan of cryptocurrency. I think any time a technology like this comes out, there's a lot of fluff, a lot of, what's the best? Shit. There's a lot of shit. But at the same time, there's a lot of good stuff that comes out of it. And I genuinely believe the technology is a great thing. More power to the people. Give the power back to the people. Like, take it away from the institutions that absolutely like, why are the financial institutions continuing to bumfuck the general public when we can take that power back? But within that, there are obviously opportunistic people that try and take advantage of that. But you can't quite say this with Pi, and I'll give you the reason for that. Most of these projects rely on people buying their Pi or their currency, whatever that might be. So I had shitcoin. I'm sure there is one that exists. I had shitcoin. I'm going to try and sell it to the general public and tell them there's a reason they should buy it, and then we all have shitcoin, and I've got rid of some of my shitcoin, and so I've got fiat money now. I'm sitting with USD. I've got dollars in my fucking account. They're holding my shitcoin. So that's generally what happens with any sort of pump and dump. You try and sell your shitcoin to whoever you can get to buy it. But with this, there's no buying and selling currently happening. It's not actually traded anywhere. So you can't say that this has any kind of bad motives to it. Not, well, it'll be a really long con if that was the case. This is why I don't think it's actually a bad thing. So for me, I try and be honest as much as I physically can. I've been mining this for probably about a week now. And as you go through the steps, your mining is, like I said, it starts fairly slow, and then as you've done it 3 days in a row, it bumps you up to the next role because there are different roles present in it. And then after that, once you increase your network, you can increase it a bit more and a bit more. So I probably have about 10 Pi currently, not a lot. I don't know what that means though, but at the same time, I don't think that I'm being shat on and someone's trying to pump and dump me or trying to get me to hold their Pi while they run off with my money, because that's not actually happened at all. And these guys have clearly put a lot of work into building this since 2019. And so with the continued buzz, I'm like, well, I may as well give it a try and see what happens. For me, the worst thing that can happen is I sit with a load of Pi on my account, and that's about it. I haven't really lost anything in terms of time. I spend more time scrolling through idle shit on the internet than I do pressing a single button every day, so I haven't really lost anything. And like I said, my Pi link will be down in the description if you are interested in joining the Pi network of us, I suppose that would be, in this multi-level marketed, not pyramid scheme thing that we're going to create. Then great, let's do it. And maybe collectively we can have a video down the line and say, well, how valuable was this in the future? Because right now I genuinely can't tell you. But of course, I'm always here for the buzz. I saw the buzz and I thought I must do something on this. And like I said as well, I have been asked by people whether I can cover something that has coverage in India, because I am aware that that market is a bit more different to the rest of the world, and they are cut off from some of the things that I do cover generally. So apologies for that, and I hope that you guys can use this app. I will do a follow-up in, I don't know, however many months it takes, as whenever news comes out, or we get mainnetted, or we create a Pi network of 1 million people and then suddenly we're Pi millionaires. I don't fucking know at this point, really. It's pi, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed that extremely in-depth coverage of what pi is, because I really don't know myself, and I'm sure you won't after this either. If you did enjoy it, let me know if you've joined my Pi network in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and again, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.